Hello,
Hello, teacher.
how are you?
How are you? Good.
That's good.
That's
What did you do today?
what did you do today? I am going to my
Hello, other
grandma's house.
people. So, who are all of those people? Are those your cousins?
Cousins.
Your cousins. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so you had no homework. So, were you playing at your uncle's house the
At
whole
your
day?
uncle's house the whole Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
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 So, this is what we were
So this
busy
is
with.
what we will do.
Okay, so we are on
Okay,
here,
so we are on here.
writing part two.
Writing.
Okay, so you can
Okay,
choose to
so
write
you
a
can choose to
story.
write a story.
Look at the task and answer the questions. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to write a story, but this is going to be for homework. We're not going to do this right now. So,
Yes.
what you're going to do for homework, I'm just going to take a picture of it quickly so that I can send it to Annie. Okay, so your story must start with I had a really great day out. So, you're going to start with this sentence. So you can talk about anything. I had a really great day out at the pool. I had a really great day out at the playground. But you're going to need to write me a story. Okay. So here we're going to read a story. So we're going to look at the questions first. The story below has 3 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. So how we know it's a paragraph is because there is a space in between the writing. Do you see the spaces? Peter? Peter? Okay, you back.
Okay, you back? Yes.
Okay, so how we
Okay,
know
so
it's a
how
paragraph is there is a
is there
space
is a space
in between the writing.
in between the writing. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
decide which
decide
paragraph
which paragraph
describes the main event.
describes the main event.
They've already told us it
They've
is number
already told
2.
us it is number 2.
Sets the scene
Sets
for
the
the
scene
action.
for the action.
Describes the writer's
Describes the
feelings after the
scenes
main event
after the main event
and tells us how
and
the
tells us
writer
how the
felt
writer
during the
felt
action.
during the action.
Okay, and then which
Okay,
paragraph
and then which paragraph
introduces the story?
introduces the story?
So saying who
So
did what,
saying who,
where,
what,
and when.
where, and
Okay, do you understand?
yes.
Okay, so let's read the story. Read number 1 for me.
I had a really great day out last week. The weather was good and my brothers took me high up into the mountain. There we hired bicycle with Hugh King Chais. We were going snow hiking.
Biking. Good. Okay, number 2.
We set off down the mountain following the steep narrow track round trees and rock and doing some as so assisting some it were
Exciting.
great fun. And until I fell off twice, I didn't hurt myself because I landed in deep so. We carry on our enjoying the cool, fresh air.
Good. Number 3.
Afterward, we sat in a nice little cafe. We felt tired, but very, very relaxed.
Very, very relaxed. Good. Okay. So let's talk about the story. I'm going to read number 1 again for you. I had a really great day out last week. The weather was good, and my brother took me high up into the mountains. There, we hired bicycles with huge, thick tires. We were going snow biking. So, what does the first paragraph tell us? What does it show us?
Is we hired bicycle with you?
Okay, so the first paragraph, I'm just going to make some space over here. Okay, so the first paragraph. Okay, so what the first paragraph always does is it introduces the topic. Okay, so what this means is it tells us about what the story is going to be about. So if I started my first paragraph with, I had a really great day. My brother and I decided to go to the beach and we rented surfboards. We were going to go surf. So I'm telling you what the story is going to be about. I'm telling you that the story is going to be about surfing and the beach and my brother and I. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, so now the second paragraph. We set off down the mountain, following the steep, narrow track, round trees and rocks, and doing some exciting jumps. It was great fun, and although I fell off twice, I didn't hurt myself because I landed in deep, soft snow. We carried on for hours, enjoying the cool, fresh air. Okay, so what does number 2 tell us? What is the second paragraph? Do you know what number 2 tells us?
I don't.
Okay, so number 2 tells us the action, or we can call it what happened. Okay, so the first paragraph, like I said to you, introduces the topic. It says we are going to go surfing. So the second paragraph will tell us what happened when we went surfing. So we went surfing. I didn't know how to surf. I fell off my surfboard a couple times. I finally caught a wave and I managed to stand for a little bit. That is telling us what happened. So, first paragraph introduces the topic, tells us what the story is about. Second paragraph tells us what happened in the story. Now, the third paragraph. Afterwards, we sat in a nice little cafe. We felt tired but very relaxed. So, what is the third paragraph? What does it tell us?
If feel and it's the end.
Yes, good. So, we call it a conclusion. So, what that means is we usually end our story with, I had a lot of fun. We felt very relaxed. So, if we talk about surfing again, I can say, I am now very tired and I am very sunburnt because you know the sun can burn you, but I had a great day. That's the ending to the story. You understand?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So let's look at the questions. So describes the main event. 2. Sets the scene for the action. So what this means is which paragraph tells us what is going to happen. So not what happened, but what is going to happen.
Is one.
Yes, very good. Okay, which paragraph describes the writer's feelings after the main event?
3.
Yes, good. Now D tells us how the writer felt during the action.
2.
Yes. Okay, and introduces the story, saying who did what, where, and when.
1.
Yes, good job. Well done, Peter. Okay, so now let's look at number 3. Plan your own story for the task from exercise 1. Make notes before you write. Use the ideas below. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is also going to be your homework. Well, this is part of your homework. So I'm going to send that to Annie, who will send it to you. Okay. So now we're going to go on to number 4, on holiday. So what do you do during your summer holidays? Peter? Peter? Okay, you're back.
My computer.
That's okay. Okay, so I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay, so number 4, on holiday. So what do you do when you go on holiday?
I go to skiing.
You go skiing.
Yes,
Okay, and where do you go skiing?
it's in mountain.
In the mountains. Good. Okay, so here are some different types of holiday activities. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can buy gifts or souvenirs, go sightseeing, hire a bike, go snorkeling, hang out with friends, look around a market, and take photos. Okay, so if you go to a new country, so if you travel and you get into a plane and you go to a new country, you
Yes.
usually like to bring things home for your other family members. So that is a souvenir. So if we look at this picture here, she is maybe looking for something to give to her mother, her father, or somebody that didn't travel with her. Okay. Okay, so let's look at these pictures here. Where would you like to go and what would you like to do? Choose a picture. Let me number the pictures for you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Buy gift.
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that?
Buy gift is one.
Okay, buy gifts 1. Good. Okay. So why do you want to buy gifts? Who do you want to buy gifts for?
They buy gift for my for my father.
For your father. Okay, good. So we're going to listen to Joe asking Sonia about her last holiday. Where did she go? What did she do? And compare the answers in pairs. Okay, so I have this audio. Give me a second.
Unit 4. Starting off.
Okay, can you
Exercise
hear it?
2.
Did you hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did you go on holiday, Sonia?
Well, I went to Marrakesh with my family.
Marrakesh? Where's that?
It's a city in Morocco, North Africa.
What did you do there?
Well, you know my dad. He loves to see everything, so we went sightseeing almost every day.
Did you see a lot of things?
Yeah, we looked around so many palaces, mosques, and museums, and of course I took lots of photos. You've seen them, haven't you?
I think so. Do you like visiting museums?
It's okay, but I prefer going shopping. And wow, in Marrakesh, the souks are amazing.
What's a souk?
It's an open-air marketplace where you can buy almost everything.
So, did you buy anything?
Oh, yes. I bought some little gifts for my friends, and I got a couple of scarves.
I'm not sure I'd enjoy that kind of holiday.
What do you mean?
When I go on holiday, I prefer hanging out on the beach, It's much more relaxing.
Okay. So where did she go?
She- Listen again, teacher.
Okay, we can listen again.
Unit 4. Starting off. Exercise 2.
Where did you go on holiday, Sonia?
Well, I went to Marrakesh with my family.
Marrakesh? Where's that?
It's a city in Morocco, North Africa.
What did you do there?
Well, you know my dad. He loves to see everything, so we went sightseeing almost every day.
Did you see a lot of things?
Yeah, we looked around so many palaces, mosques, and museums, and of course I took lots of photos. You've seen them, haven't you?
I think so. Do you like visiting museums?
It's okay, but I prefer going shopping. And wow, in Marrakesh, the souks are amazing.
What's a souk?
It's an open-air marketplace where you can buy almost everything.
So, did you buy anything?
Oh, yes. I bought some little gifts for my friends, and I got a couple of scarves.
I'm not sure I'd enjoy that kind of holiday.
What do you mean?
When I go on holiday, I prefer hanging out on the beach. It's much more relaxing.
Okay. So where did she go?
I don't know.
Okay. Marrakesh, which is in Morocco. Okay, what did she do?
He looked around a monkey.
Okay, she went to mosques, she went to museums, and she went to, I think she called it a souk, which is an outdoor market. Okay, so when you go on holiday, do you like to go somewhere in your own country or go abroad? So abroad means to a different country.
I prefer to go abroad.
Abroad. Good. Do you like to do lots of different activities or hang out by the pool or go to the beach?
I explore.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I explore the cave.
Oh, explore the cave. Okay. So you like to explore, so you like to do different activities. Okay.
Yes,
Would you or do you like to go on a tour with a tour guide, or do you like to make your own plans and visit your own places? Peter?
Đó là một. Làm sao rồi?
Okay, Peter, are you there? Okay, we're back again.
yes. I'm
Okay, so
sorry.
number three. Do you prefer to go on a tour with a tour guide, or do you want to make your own plans and visit your own places?
I like go on a tour with a guide.
Good. Okay. And then number four, do you like to send different messages to your friends or post something for everyone to see?
I send different messages to my friend, but no friend to my uncles.
Okay, good. Okay, so now we're on the reading part. So look at the first question from reading part 1. What do you have to do in this part? Okay, so due to bad weather, this has been put off until the same time tomorrow morning. Lunch will still be provided. Okay, so this is what they call a notice. This is telling people that something is going to happen or not going to happen, or something has changed. Okay, so what does the notice for the boat trip tell its customers? That A, the refreshments have changed, B, the time has changed, or C, the day has changed.
A.
Okay, read boat trip again.
Yes. The time has changed.
Okay, not the time. This
The
has been
day.
put off until the same time, but tomorrow morning. So the day has changed. Okay. So what is this telling us? Why did they put this notice up?
Mm,
Peter?
and Colin combines.
Okay. We're back again.
Yes.
Okay. So what kind of text is it? What information does it have?
C. B.
Okay, we already did this. We're looking at this one. So let me give you an example. Let's just say you live in America. So let's just put school. Okay. School will be closed until further notice due to the snowstorm. Okay. So this notice, what this notice is for, is it's telling us something. So it is telling us that there is a snowstorm and that school will be closed. So this is why some schools will put out a notice. We call this a notice. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so then what does this notice tell us? What information is it giving us?
Due to bad weather, rain will still be pouring.
Okay,
Ah, due to bad weather until the same time tomorrow morning.
okay, so there's bad weather. So it's been put off, which means it's going to move. So same time tomorrow morning, and they say lunch will still be provided. So that's the important parts. So what this notice is telling us is that the boat trip isn't happening today. It's not going to happen today. The weather is bad. Okay, so here I've already helped you. I've underlined the key words. So now we're going to find words in A, B, and C that have similar meanings. So which word or words over here is similar to the refreshments have changed? Okay, so which words over here or word mean something similar, so nearly the same as the refreshments have changed?
This has been
Okay, no,
until
refreshments are usually like something to drink. Like they'll have soda, they'll have water, they'll have orange juice or some fruit juice. That is refreshments. So what word over here is similar to refreshments? It's
lunch.
yes, good, lunch. So lunch there is not really a refreshment, but there will probably be refreshments with lunch. There will be something to drink. Okay, the time has changed. So what words mean something similar to the time has changed?
Is sentence
Good. And what tells us the day has changed?
tomorrow morning.
Yes, good. Well done. You got it. Okay, so look at the, oh, sorry. Okay, now choose the correct letter A, B, or C. Okay, we already chosen that. Okay, so look at the text in each question, 2 to 5. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Choose the correct answer. So can you read number 2 for me?
Yeah. Hi Dan, I had lot of fun today. My friend and I went sailing today before playing tennis. Then we had to park picture on the beach and ate the fresh fish which we caught Passion Vicky.
Okay. So hi Dan, I had loads of fun today. My friends and I went sailing today before playing tennis. Then we had a barbecue on the beach and ate the fresh fish we'd caught. Back soon, Vicky. Okay, so which is the correct answer? Is it A, after playing tennis, Vicky went on a boat trip? B, Vicky ate dinner on the beach before going sailing? Or C, during her boat trip, Vicky went fishing? Okay, so let's look at the important words.
Um,
So there's before playing tennis. I went sailing. Okay, sailing today before. Ate the fresh fish we'd caught. So that means they caught the fish.
A.
Okay, no. Before playing tennis, they went on a boat trip. So it's not after
Um,
playing tennis.
B.
No. She went
See?
sailing, yes, because during her boat trip, Vicky went fishing. So we ate the fresh fish we caught, which meant they went fishing and they caught the fish. Okay. So let's read number 3. So now let's look at these first and try and figure it out. Is it going to be A, Pete's snowboard is not as good as Rob's? B, Dave would rather borrow Pete's snowboard? Or C, Rob would prefer to lend his snowboard to Pete? Okay, so from Dave to Rob, subject snowboard. Can I still borrow your snowboard for the trip? Pete says he can lend me his, but I think yours is better. Let me know.
B.
Okay, no,
Right?
not quite. Look at the names. Pay attention to the names. So Dave sent this message to Rob, and he's talking about Pete. And he says, but I think yours is better. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the
So
correct
what is the
answer?
correct answer?
My correct answer is C.
Okay, it's A.
It's A.
Can I still borrow
Can
your
I still
snowboard for
borrow
the
your
trip?
snowboard for
I
the
want
trip? I
yours.
want yours.
Peter said he can
Peter
lend me
is
his,
his,
but yours is
but
better.
yours is better.
You understand?
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
We're gonna stop
We're
there for
gonna stop there
today.
for today.
I will see you again
I
on
will see you
Tuesday.
again on Tuesday.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.